Today I'm explaining why a child can get sick from swallowing too much toothpaste. So first I'm gonna start off by telling you, like, identifying fluorine. So fluorine is a non-metal in group 17 on the periodic table, and it's a halogen, which means it is very reactive and it only needs one more electron to become stable. Next, I'm going to be talking about the atomic models and the Columbus law. So I drew a model on a piece of paper. And so first, so this is fluorine. It has 9 protons and 9 electrons. And then I drew 2 comparisons. And I picked these because chlorine is right under fluorine on the periodic table. And beryllium is in like the same row as chlorine. And chlorine has 17 protons and 17 electrons. And beryllium has 4 protons and 4 electrons. And then here's my answer. I said the closer the electrons are to the nucleus and the more protons the nucleus has, the stronger the attraction. Fluorine has 9 protons and is a very small atom, so its electrons are pulled tightly. Chlorine has more protons, but it is a bigger atom, so its outer electrons are farther away, making the pull weaker than fluorine's. Beryllium has 4 protons, so it pulls on electrons much more weakly.
So fluorine has the highest electronegativity because it's in group 7, meaning that's a halogen, so it's unstable. And because it's a halogen, it needs one more electron to become stable. So it's going to take electrons from things like calcium and potassium. Because fluorine has such a high electronegativity, it's going to want to take from other electrons because its force of attraction is so strong.
When you look at this bonding diagram, you will see that calcium has 2 valence electrons and fluorine needs 1. So calcium is going to give to 2 fluorines. It's going to give its valence electrons in order to make these fluorines stable. This is what happens in your body, and this can make your bones like brittle. It can weaken them and like damage your bone density. This will create calcium fluoride. Now, if you have potassium, which is in your body, potassium has 1. It has 1 valence electron. Fluorine obviously needs 1. So potassium is going to give its valence electron to fluorine and make potassium fluorine.
Now, because fluorine will be taking from these elements inside of your body, which if it takes from the potassium, it can actually irritate your lungs. And if it takes from the calcium, it can actually damage your bone density and make your bones a lot weaker. Fluorine inside of the toothpaste can actually bond with other elements in your body, take the electrons from them, and then cause like health problems.
When fluorine enters the body, it will frequently transform into fluoride and form connections with ions such as potassium and calcium. This is significant because the body requires calcium ions for healthy cardiac function, neurotransmitter release, and muscular contraction. Potassium ions are also necessary for the maintenance of the electrical signals in neurons. The amount of these ions that are available is decreased when fluoride attaches to them. Fluoride's chemical interaction with these ions can therefore disrupt normal neuron and muscle function. This is why it can be harmful for kids to swallow toothpaste. Since toothpaste contains fluorides, children's bodies are still developing, and swallowing too much fluoride can interfere with normal nerve and muscle function. It may also lead to fluoride buildup, which can be toxic at high levels.